Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. It's gonna be cool and a bit different, and actually I suppose it could potentially not be different at all. My name's Elizabeth, I'm a marine biologist, and if you're new to this channel, for the last couple of weeks I'm having to do live videos in the evenings because I've slightly run out of time for editing, which is frustrating because I've got so much awesome content ideas. But that means that I can spend my Wednesday evenings doing some cool live stuff. And today, I have decided that I would rather just play The Sims. So what we're going to do is we're going to play The Sims, and I'm going to become a marine biologist. And in The Sims, there is a marine biology career, and I'm going to review it. Now, I have done this before, and when I went to put on my outfit for today's video, I haven't watched the video that I did before because I don't want it to be the same, but I have a feeling that I will say exactly the same things again. So I think I also wore this top. So I don't want to say how long ago it was, don't know how long I've had this top, but I put it on in hope that it probably is the same, and that when I go back and watch it, I will just be watching my same self years and years ago. But the good thing about being live is that if you're watching this live, you can ask me questions. And if you're not watching this live, then it really doesn't matter because I'm just going to be playing like a usual video, and it won't even have edits. So you'll just get all of the thing. So what we're going to be doing is creating today my marine biology character. I know last week we did a Dungeons and Dragons character. This seems to be the way that it's going, but I wanted to make another character today because I wanted to remind you that on Friday, and the links will be added to the bottom of this video afterwards, I am doing a Dungeons and Dragons science live stream for everyone on another channel, my friend Dagmar's channel, and it will be really awesome for charity. So I just wanted to remind you of that. And it was a nice segue by picking 2 characters today. But we are going to jump right in and share The Sims. Okay, so I'm just going to walk through the character today. Let's pick a normal outfit. I'm basically just going to be making me. This character is going to be called Marnie Mumbles, which I think you can work out why, given that it's Marine Mumbles. I'm just gonna chuck some clothes on me every day. We're gonna be doing like you get to pick in The Sims like lots of different outside stuff or different bits, and I'll be talking about what I think you should wear on like fieldwork and everything. And we're just gonna get on and do that. What's the full body outfits? What would I wear? I'm trying to think what I would wear. I would just wear jeans and a t-shirt or a gnome. Okay, well, that's gonna be one of our options. As an ode to the fact that on Friday I will be a sea gnome for my D&D thing. But let's just pick some quick stuff. It is interesting. I'm like, you would think that everyday clothes wouldn't matter for like picking clothes because I wear a lot of. Let's go with I wear a black fleece. You wouldn't think it would matter, but like I don't know about you, but all of my clothes just end up like I'll get too excited. Like I'll be out and about and I'll see the beach and I'll just be like, oh well, I don't mind that I'm wearing my nicest top. I desperately require seeing some sea life right now, and I will go and see it. So I actually have to like most of my everyday clothes I kind of tailor so that at some point, if needed, I can go out and like explore the sea at any point. That's kind of my criteria for clothes, if I'm honest. That and they're comfy. So what is this? The point of this, I suppose, is to kind of say that like a lot of the time marine biology stuff is like very either stereotypical or involves different things. Like it's stereotypical in that it's like when you play a game, it's always the same certain things. And I kind of want to break that down, and it's quite a good way to like to nudge memories, like this, for example. You wouldn't think that as a marine biologist that formal wear would be important, but a lot of your job, or some of your job, is actually going to be presenting the science that you find. So you need to go to conferences. And I have, it's not quite the same, but a bright blue jacket that I like to wear. And you need to present your research. So you need to have like a formal outfit to be presenting in. And I mean, with that, like, I don't think that like outfits should matter that much when it comes to like sharing science. You should be sharing it for what you like, but first impressions and everyone at conferences are usually dressed up. So having an outfit ready to go for that kind of stuff is important. Now, athletic stuff, I would say if we can we get like a seat? No, it's not going to let us. It might let us in thing. I was trying to, oh, let's put some clothes on me. But if we could have like a wetsuit or something, but no. I mean, as a marine biologist, you can be active.
Ooh.
It sometimes involves physical work, but also there's a lot of marine biology that doesn't require physical work, or doesn't require you to be particularly active. So I'm just going to chuck any old clothes on her because it's totally down to like personal preference. Pajamas, we don't need to do anything different with that. Party outfit. Oh, is there a fancy dress? Is that a thing? I hope it's a thing. Let's see. Can we? Yes, we can go in fancy dress. Okay. We're going to go as... it's not that. Can we go as a gnome again? We might have to go as a gnome again. What's this? A cyber robot human. Yeah, okay. We're going to go as a gnome. I think that's better. We go to, in everyday life and at parties, marine biologists always go as gnomes. Okay, this surely has got to give us a wetsuit. There we are. Perfect. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool too. I think I picked that last time as well. A suit. Okay, formal. There we go. That's a formal suit for when you present at conferences that also have pools. I have been to I got to go to Italy for a week for like a conference / training week, and we made wave energy devices and tested them in the pool. So when you're doing stuff like that, that would be when you wear your formal wetsuit instead of your everyday wetsuit, which is equally important. Yeah, I'm going to wear the wetsuit all the time. When I went to Puerto Rico, we had to wear wetsuits all the time because there's stuff like fire coral, which is this coral that if you brush up against by accident, it can like burn your skin. And there's lots of like sharp things, and you can like bash yourself against lots of rocks and things. So just wearing a wetsuit with that bit of padding is often super handy, and it makes it super easy to swim. A wetsuit's really buoyant, not massively buoyant. It doesn't like replace like a life jacket or anything, but like you put a wetsuit on and you're definitely extra floaty, and it just makes it easier to swim. So that's super handy. Hot weather, that will do. Cold weather, that will do. No, let's put there's nice cold weather outfits. It's like a mystical outfit. We'll go with that. And hot weather, we'll chuck another one in. There you go. Because we will be doing hot. We will be in the hot land of the Sims. Like Solani, maybe? Oh, I mean, how's everyone doing? I feel like if you're watching this and you're not watching it live, comment, let me know how you're doing. I'm just using this as a chance to like relax. I suppose I should probably update in the sense that like the reason I'm doing lives is that I'm doing I'm trying to finish up my PhD, and I'm also now working at the same time. So I finish my job, come home, and do the PhD all the time, and then I go to work again. So these Wednesday evenings are being used as like my social time and my time to have fun. And so I was like, you know what? I've got so many ideas of videos that I could be doing, but I need to edit them and it's going to take me hours and I don't have time for that. So how about let's just come and play Sims and talk a load of rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's going to be useful when we get into it. Okay, so we've got our character person. To recap, everyday outfits, ready to go to the beach at any moment. Formalness for conferences, which is important too. Athletic, I usually just chop together whatever I have. It could be important, it could not be important. It doesn't massively matter. But you know, you obviously are restricted by some physical activities in some movement aspects, but there are plenty without. Pajamas, happy to hear, doesn't matter. not a career thing. Parties, we all go as fancy dress to every party as marine biologists, usually pirates. I jest, but only slightly. Formal suits for when you have to go to conferences and present in a pool, which I've done before. Usual suit, hot weather, because we're going to be going to a hot place, and cold, because I wish I put as a nice magical outfit as a hint to the D&D thing, but you won't be cold in where we're going. I will say that it is, again, a very stereotypical thing that we are heading to a hot place for this, because that's where everyone thinks that marine biology is always done, and I can tell you that 99% of my marine biology has been done in the freezing cold. So there we go. Aspiration, we are going to pick nature, unsurprisingly. Oh, there's a fish. Or angling, curator, or freelance botanist. Oh, what's this one? A potion. Oh, that's really not. Okay, my thing with this is that angling, totally love going fishing, but it's not every aspect of marine biology. The curator, you want to collect everything. Totally love museum. I do love seeing that access that you get to see stuff, but I don't feel the need to collect everything I see. In fact, I feel much more the desire to leave things and protect it in its natural environment. Freelance botanist, to grow plants, become a gardener. As a marine biologist, I appreciate land nature. It doesn't bother me that much. Appreciate it. And potions, that would be what my inside fantasy human would pick, but I've already bored you with enough D&D stuff in this. So we're going to go with maybe some look at creativity, music, painter, author. Okay, not quite the same. Knowledge, this could be more on it. Needs to be both book smart and handy. Yeah, Marnie mumbles on it with that. This sim wants to be good at many things at once. Yeah, that could kind of fit for marine biologists. Or scientists in general. You just love finding and doing all of this different stuff. Computer whiz, yeah, but maybe not so much. Okay, I'm leaning towards either you want to be good at lots of things at once, or the nature. It ain't gonna be fortune, I can tell you that. It won't be deviant, athletic, popularity. Sim wants to make friends, tell jokes. I will say that doing this and picking this, like, if you were picking, like, just for a career, like, there's a lot of things you could pick any one of these. Like, I could go with creativity. I do scientific art. I like to meet people and talk, and I'm due to do a stand-up comedy in January, so I could pick that. Nature, love angling, probably love potions, kind of like that. This is tougher than I think, and probably doesn't matter that much. Okay, we're going to go with, you know what, we're going to go with knowledge, because that will force us to learn other skills, which academia and science does. It forces you to learn lots of different things, which can be both. Yeah, thank you, sim noise. Which can be both good and bad. Like, I think it's mainly good. I would say it's 90% good, but sometimes you have to learn like stuff that you never thought you needed to learn. Is it bad getting to learn anything new? No, I might take that back. I would say that you initially might think it's like terrifying, because if someone turns around and says to you, you need to learn maths or stats or chemistry or a little bit of all these different things, you immediately might go, oh my goodness, that is terrifying. I wish I didn't have to learn this. I just want to go and look at my barnacles all day. But actually, in the long run, it's really amazing that you look back and you think, oh my God, I got the opportunity to do all this stuff. So traits, we have quite a lot of different traits. Let us have a nose. Oh, well, here you go. Child of the ocean. Done. Nice. Okay. Loves outdoors. That's kind of a big must.
Anjima.
Thank you, loud sim. Is it a bit of a must? Okay, loving outdoors. You will be in situations as a training into a marine biologist that requires you to be outdoors for a long time. I have also been around marine biologists that are absolutely miserable being outside for that long. So it's in your favor if you like being outside. But again, you can choose to be a marine biologist that loves inside. In fact, I once had a friend that loved surfing loads, but actually when it came to like research, they just wanted to be inside doing like data analysis, which is fair enough. So a bit of both in that case. Okay, so the other one is difficult because obviously everyone is different. I'm picking traits that like will either help or relate to me, I suppose, or would be useful. Outgoing would be handy. You get to meet an amazing amount of people, and there's a lot of teamwork involved in marine biology, mainly because, I mean, if you're on boats, teamwork's needed. If you're on, if you're doing field work, teamwork's needed. You often work together on papers inside. You work together to share data. So being a bit outgoing and like having the confidence to chat to lots of people is kind of helpful, because you'll be thrust into those situations. Ambitious could be one, but that's not related to marine biology, I suppose. It's just related to I suppose the fact that depending on which avenue of marine biology you want to go to, it's very competitive. So you have to kind of keep at it. You have to apply for many jobs to get a position. Just because that's the way of it is competitive, unfortunately. Bookworm helps you do a lot of reading. Perfectionist, I would say that scientists are often halfway between a perfectionist and having to do stuff. So as a scientist, you feel a great weight of responsibility of making sure that whatever you do is ethically right, is a good use of your time, a good use of money. You want to make sure that what you're doing is like perfect. You know, like you have that outlook of like, okay, I've been given this amazing opportunity. Maybe it's taken me this long to get this job or this long to get into a PhD, and you know, I want it to be perfect. But the reality is that you always have far too much to do. So you are a perfectionist when it comes to the absolutely non-negotiable stuff, like, you know, making sure ethics is right and making sure that the overall aims of the project are right. But then when it comes down to like making sure that you get it done, and you know, you have these grand dreams and you think that your project is going to be, you know, 300% more than what it will end up, because you'll hit problems, and that's just how science is. You know, you're trying to do something that's completely new, and you have this vision of how to get to that place that's something new, and actually really it's really hard to do. And so you kind of settle for whatever you can do from those like perfectionist aims, which kind of always stick. So perfectionist could be one, geek would be me, but not necessarily. I'm gonna definitely not genius. You in no way, shape, or form need to be a genius to be in science. You need to be what self-assured come across? Confident. No, I mean everyone wobbles in their confidence. Everyone, and academia, in particular, has a way of having like an imposter syndrome. Everyone struggles with self-confidence sometimes. You definitely need to be creative. Was I talking about genius? Did I finish my point on genius? Oh yeah, I was going to say what you need to be more. You need to be more is enthusiastic and passionate and ask questions and that kind of stuff. But that's not an option here. So or creative. Oh, I don't know what to go for. Do we go over here? You would hope that you are ultimately good, but I would hope that that is said of everyone. Right, let's go perfectionist.
Shuna.
Yeah. Okay. You get a negative mood after crafting a low quality item. Yeah. You get grumpy after something doesn't go well. I mean, I'd hope you wouldn't get super grumpy, but like as a scientist, you just got to take it on the chin and move on. But that will make me laugh. Color. I'm gonna pick blue because blue's amazing. It's my favorite color.
Hobie Rowie. Zilney. Yibs. Barter Imbo.
Sim me. Music, that doesn't matter for thing. I will get okay, I'm gonna tell this. So I've probably told this story somewhere before, but we were doing ID work as part of our as like a field trip, and it took forever. Like we had hundreds of species, and it was the first time our class was all together properly, like away. It was just great. It was great, but we were working late, like midnight. We were trying to get this stuff done still, and then one of the people comes in, one of the lecturers, and just cranks on like AC/DC and like proper like this, and it just kept us going. It was like the best night. Just random, like you're just like, I'm listening to AC/DC right now, trying to identify what this worm is for the last hour. I'm tired, but I'm having the best time. So we're gonna go and put the, is there like rock music or something? I'm gonna put that in there because that's funny. Blues, classical, pop, retro. No, why is Summer Strut music in there? And why is there not like a rock music, alternative music?
Oh, Luffy. Ooh. Oh.
You will not be catching me singing. Fishing, yes.
Huh.
But again, down to personal preference. I'm going with what I like. Oh my gosh, you're so noisy. I'll turn it down. Mischief, painting. I'm going to say yes because
Hobie Rowie. Zilney.
I like video games.
Laura, or
I
is
like
that?
writing.
Hobie Rowie. Zilney. Yibs. Barter Imbo.
Liking handiness will help.
Alfna Zilney.
I'm going to say I don't like gardening. Just to throw it in there because gardening requires land things. Yeah, okay, thanks for that reaction, Marnie. Right, is that my character done? Yes. With that gnome person, yes, the character is done. The House of Mumbles has been created. Okie dokie. I'll save that and come back. Okay, I just want to say this, hopefully, like if I keep carrying on, like when we get into the gameplay, it'll get more fun. I'm not quite used to the streaming aspect of like streaming gameplay, so if I ramble on, it's not probably surprising to you. And I just want to say thank you for bearing with me during what I imagine is like a slight change in channel format. I am so desperate to get back to like editing and making videos and proper content, and I'm planning some stuff post PhD, which is exciting, but I just got to get it done. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things where I'm running out of time and all of my extra time is spent on the PhD. So this Wednesday evening is going to be spent doing live fun stuff. I will hopefully get people on to chat more. I will hopefully come up with a plan. But for now, this is what it's going to be. I will catch you next week with another. No, I will catch you Friday. Come Friday to the Dungeons and Dragons live stream for 4 amazing charities. It's going to be amazing. So I see you Friday, and then I'll see you next Wednesday, which potentially could be carrying on the creation of the marine biology career, and I'll be giving my review of if it's good or bad. Have a good week, everyone.